What's going on, fellow zombies? Are we emotionally screwed up and sleep deprived? Because that's sure as hell what I am right now. And I'm really emotionally wiped out. It's 3:33 in the afternoon on a Sunday, the 14th of December, 2025. Countdown continues until the 25th of next week. Diary of a Griever named John Weaver, which is me. Roseman, California. Yeah. The one thing I keep noticing about these Hollywood, or these productions concerning about the holiday, is how much of it it's kicking my ass. I watched a lot of holiday movies growing up. Some are repetitious. Maybe once in a while I'll see a good one and then it's disappeared for a while. Maybe it'll show up on streaming later on or a DVD if it's necessary. A cartoon or live action. Who can figure out that gunfire is appropriate for Christmas? And yet, this weekend, we had plenty of death on 2 continents. In 2 countries. And politicians shrugging their heads off in one particular country, and the other one is mourning the dead. Both places got their killers. Is it Christmas? Try back in the 80s. Mid to late 80s. Had a movie called Die Hard coming out. Bruce Willis in his prime. Coming out with this movie in Christmas time where terrorists / thieves come to break in, steal bearer bonds, and make out with money. And in the meantime, they'll be killing people. It becomes a shootout, an action thing regarding Willis. And the chief villain and everybody else on it. Alan Rickman played a hell of a villain versus Bruce Willis. And that film, I'd watch a lot, not concerning its Christmas. A sequel several years later comes out with Die Hard 2, also around Christmas time. A different location. The first one comes out in Los Angeles, a big high-rise. But now we got many high-rises in this day and age. Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. And Bruce Willis is out there to save the day. It becomes another bloodfest. That wasn't bad enough in between Die Hard and 1 and 2. Then you had the Lethal Weapon series. The first one comes out in Christmas. And every other one, 2, 3, and 4, not around Christmas. Well, we got used to that, didn't we? It's bad enough we saw musicals back in the 60s or 70s where they were popular and maybe around Christmas time, but would have been appropriate. In the 80s come out, we have to be action stars, we have to be Rambo. Rambo never did Christmas. At least not that we'd seen anyway. Not that I'd seen or heard of. So in this day and age, trying to watch Lethal Weapon, I hadn't had a chance yet. I got a issue with some of the actors who still follow an orange gas bag. Calls himself the president. He acts like a king in this country of the United States of America. We have actors who follow him. And I boycott the movies because back in the past I liked watching them. But these days, their minds are getting decrepit to the point of appreciating another degenerate who's already lost his mind, wants the world in a war, despite the fact you promised us stuff. This is supposed to be Christmas, where you got a gas bag telling people you gotta buy less, be patriotic, buy less. It'll be good for Christmas. And yet, would it be less, far less, to deal with missing people because of shootouts, hatred, anger? Bad enough getting kidnapped by your own government, tossed on your ear in another country. Merry Christmas. And the one theme that usually would come across, but I never picked up on it until I actually was losing family members left and right. Not because of government, but because of nature. Because of biology. Because of, I hate using the D word, death. It becomes more and more difficult to deal with. It does. Then I'm not quite so sure how to deal with it. Death, I've been dealing with that all my damn life. Talk about it. Have to keep talking about it because nobody else does. Except they keep losing people and talking about the political ramifications and anything else, or people mourning left and right and trying to grieve. They grieve about politics, surrounding them, driving them nuts, or anything else for that matter. How am I supposed to take in this holiday? Wait for another mass shooting, and this is the time of Jesus to come over here and try to bless us all while holding on to an M60 and shooting people left and right and said, "Merry Christmas, you sons of bitches. Let me kill you." I mean, that's the kind of idea I keep thinking when I'm seeing all these things happening, these mass murders happening. And not to mention the shit that we grew up with for decades. Home Alone series had something of an old gangster film from the 30s and 40s. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. And that was supposed to be funny back in the 80s to 90s. From the 1980s to the 1990s. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm having a hard time dealing with all this damn Christmas nicety, and let's take a gun and let's blow people's heads off or chop them up and slice them to dice. A lot of crap on streaming right now that you want to pay for blood murder? Then it makes me sick to my stomach, but the only thing it's not making me do is cry my eyeballs out. Just makes me want to throw up. But the other thing about it is, the things that would make the holiday season mean something to a lot of people is being family oriented. And I do mean having a family themed holiday where you're celebrating. People become like family. If you really hate your family, why don't you take them to a bloody movie and let's see how they deal with it. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. You get to pay for the damn tickets. I may get the popcorn. Or do you think your stomach can handle it? I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about the popcorn. It gets to me. It's how much of it I'm supposed to think about and how much it gets to me. I would watch the movie Red 1 again and again and again. I've seen it 3 times already. First time it came out about last year, it was okay. Nothing shook me during that time. I'll watch it a second time. It got me. Third time, royally got me. What am I missing? Family. Because the thing that their movie was being promoting was a holiday about family. People giving a shit about each other. I'm not trying to turn them into sushi. Or better yet, target practice. And if that wasn't bad enough, turn on the news and what do we got? Target practice one way or another. Yeah, look at these nice racists over here with the long guns and pistols killing people because Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Whatever the hell's going on in their damn heads. And a leader of a country saying, oh well, buy less pencils. Buy less Barbies. Buy less this year. They're good at promoting America here. I don't know, I'm more crying about at this point over here. Because my family, who has been gone for over 12 years, within that 12-year period, passed away, and I no longer have on this earth. And that's changed my own dynamics looking at Christmas a great deal. Or I'm dealing with a country falling itself to pieces and a sadistic ruler who wants the violence. He and his followers want the violence. They can't help themselves. They want people to revolt. And they want to prove that they are in control. The nut jobs are in control. Why? Because they're telling us something. They're telling us that we have no choice. Either pay them fealty one way or another. And they'll get it out of you by blood or by scare or by fear or by something. And it will tell the rest of the world that. Pay our fearful leader of all your attributes so he can be kind to you. Otherwise, he may send our military forces after your ass, going against every damn rule book we've got and laws out there, just because they're following him for whatever damn stupid reason they've got going on in their heads. I'm supposed to be happy about that? And the hardest thing about a holiday like this is we're trying to find things to be grateful and smile about. I'm sorry. If we didn't have the politics going on right now and all the damn head games, I'd still be a miserable wreck. Not because of what the outside world did. It's because what happened, period, totally out of control. Ma passed away through a long illness. A lot of heartbreak. And she couldn't deal with it anymore. And then seeing a big brother breathing and trying to joke with EMTs. And an hour later, I'm collecting his trash over at the hospital. And his body remaining there. Having friends that I tried to adopt has extended disappear. Geography. Maybe a bit of death in there because of a mother who I've known for about 40 or more years in my lifetime. My family disappears because their mother died on them. And I no longer have contact with them. Now I got to deal with the idea of my dog who's losing her mind left and right and her health. And I'm hoping and praying she doesn't die before Christmas or on Christmas. We'll start 2026 with her removal, either by nature or by choice. But I'm supposed to be feeling what about this holiday season? I'm supposed to feel what about it? I've got people disappearing from the streets, sometimes dying in custodies. War happening in the Caribbean at this point I have absolutely no control over. Ukraine's still dealing with a lunatic who wants control. And a current regime who wants to control everything. Give me a second. Being a caregiver to a dog who's giving me a hell of a lot of grief takes a lot of time. and energy out of me. And I always have to keep an eye on her. Holiday season like this, I'm supposed to feel something about it. You know, I'm supposed to feel something, do something, be part of the spirit. And for right now, just for me personally, I don't know about anybody else or everybody else, I'm still going through the crap, and it's still kicking my ass. Why? There's no explanation why. Because there's nothing logical about it. Only the humanity of it, and it's telling me that I'm getting my ass kicked one way or another just because. And I don't know why, but because it is. And I'm not supposed to worry about it. I'm not supposed to be about this one. I'm supposed to be what about it? And God, I don't know how I'm supposed to be about it. A season like this, I'm switching therapy for myself. One therapy wasn't working, so now it has to be a stronger one. Telling me that the other one was just hand-holding, but this one I've got to get into the brutals. And the brutal reality of whatever the hell is going on with me, and see if there's any adequate treatment plan for me. How do you treat long-term PTSD and grieving now? Because in a holiday season like this, I'm supposed to be celebrating. I can't even get into it. I can throw all the decorations I can, whatever I've got. Throw them up. Bit of lighting here and there. Maybe an occasional stocking here and there with a bit of candy cane in it. I can turn on the lights behind me. Almost for a year, actually about a year or longer, I've been living under Christmas lights, thinking they would be helping me out a great deal. When I used them as backup lighting for my dog. She could have liked the limited lighting in there. Did it for her. Supposed to also do it for emotional. Didn't exactly help me much, very much. And I don't know what else I can say about it. I watch shows that are tearing me apart because I realize what they are supposed to mean. What they should mean. What they were trying to promote. And yet the reality would tell me otherwise. And I'm getting my ass kicked one way or another. Because of what I've lost, what I've missed, and what's not here anymore, and what I can't even find is, what am I dealing with? What exactly am I dealing with here? I still don't have an adequate answer for anybody. I know that health is going out, physical and mental. Mental first before the physical. Unless, of course, I've already had a few strokes without me realizing it. But all I know is I'm getting my ass emotionally kicked. I imagine it would be the same thing for anybody else who's going through stressful times. Lack of money, can't find a place to put up a bed. Bad enough I'm reading stories, or actually viewing the stories from different cities going through homeless situations worse than I've ever seen. Where people are housed in motels and they're going to get kicked out because of one reason or another. Sometimes given 48 hours, and after that, they're shoved out. I know how that feels. where they were homeless, got into a motel, maybe getting a brand new start, and then shoved out again. Or have cities putting up the laws that homeless is no longer valid. You either got to have a place or else you're illegal. What are you going to do? Live on the county for the rest of your life in a jail cell? Because you can't even find a home? Can't even save up for it? Can't even work for it? And yet, the president of a country tells you that you have to deal with less for Christmas. What happens if you haven't got anything for Christmas? Does that count? Yet I'm not crying about over this stuff. I'm crying about the stuff I've already have lost a long time ago. And they would call it normal grieving. What's so normal about losing those in your life that made a difference? You made a difference in theirs. They made a difference in yours. You guys had this mutual investment going on, and yet I got this hole in my stomach. I got this hole in my heart. And I'm supposed to be okay about it. I can't feel the holiday of the seasons anymore. I can't feel the joy of it. And some of the holidays that we're dealing with veterans. And that's been tearing me apart because my brother was one. He may not have got killed in combat. His own body killed him. Because of the crap he went through in the military. I know what it's like to be a caregiver torn apart and not having any relief or mechanisms for it. Because I'm too damn ashamed and too damn afraid to show them what the real reality of this place is, which is a constant bug war. That's my life, that's my reality. And if for fun, I'm going to college to try to get educated. Educated my ass. I should have been staying ignorant instead of and round upon it. But no, I thought I could do a better job. I thought I could fix a mistake that happened a long time ago, and discovered I'm either liking this whole damn college thing, or I'm an addict of it, or both. I can't put it down. I'm not done with it yet. They would pay me to work, and work is do the work in classroom. Do it well, and you'll get your allotment. College student can actually be a job. I had a job a long time ago, got fired. Because one company didn't want me there anymore, and I damn near got killed under their watch. I won't go there anymore. And I had dealt with them for a long while. But now I'm dealing with the collegiate universe. The universe of academics. I'm seeing the damn reality scaring the crap out of people and kicking the shit out of them. And also on the academics and everything else regarding it. So how am I feeling? Sometimes I feel like I just want to throw up. That's how I'm feeling this week. That's how it's starting.